And so the assistants came out and said, "Ah, Fury, Fury, Fury do!" And then they cleaned up the whole river. And so, Mr. Berg, the kid nobody knows, he said, what were those things? Those were the Fofo-Loombas. Colin said, wow, those are incredible. And the Fofo-Loombas came back and said, shut the fuck up, Colin. Then they went into the next room where Willy Wario said, this is gum, and if you chew it, you will die. I'm going to sell it all over the world. But don't try it yet, it's still in beta testing. And the kid from Up, whose name I can't remember, said, I want some. No, stop. And so the kid from Up ate some, and he inflated like a balloon, and Carl said, oh good! And so he just tied him to his house and flew away. and they left Doug there. So Doug said, well, fuck you guys. I don't need you anyway. I'm gonna go get high. And then Pee Wee Herman said, no, stop. That's dangerous. So Willy Wario brought them into the next room. What was the next room?
Which one are we talking about?
Oh, okay. That was like all the squirrels.
Yeah, that was like in the Willy Wonka one.
Yeah, I know. That's the one I'm deciding to make fun of because that one's bad.
Ah, okay.
And so then they walked into a room full of squirrels. There were 6,000 There were 5,999 squirrels, and Gurr doing a squirrel impression. Doing like this. And Willy Warrior said, they sniff out nuts. And then Katari Sensei or whatever
Yeah.
said, nuts, there must be dicks nearby. And he ran to the squirrels, and Gurr went, security alert, and he blew his head off. And Wario said, no, wait, stop, I give a shit about you.
You're really weird.
So they went into the next room, and so now the only people that were left were Ryan,
Colin,
Colin, and Mr. Berg, the kid we don't know. And so I can't remember rooms, so I'll just make one up.
the TV one.
No, it's not that one. I'm missing another one.
Oh.
That one's coming next. Anyway, let's make one up.
Okay.
This, and Willy Wario said, this is a maze I'm made out of chocolate. It's a huge maze, and at the center is a surprise. And Mr. Berg, kid we don't know, right? He said, I want to find what's in the center. And Wario said, no, the agony, I don't care anymore. He ran off in the center, and we heard horrible shrieking noises and the scream of dicks. So, Willy Wario, Colin, And Ryan went into the next room, where he said, "This is a room where I made a giant TV. We can shrink you down, and then we put you onto a TV." And Ryan and Colin both thought that sounded nifty. So he shrunk them down, got onto the TV, only to realize Willy Wario had put on Whose Line Is It Anyway? So Drew Carey was on the TV, not wearing pants, and he said, "Do a hoedown, motherfuckers!" Whoever does the worst hoedown will get shot through the hearts. Laura Hall, load your shotgun. And Laura Hall loaded her shotgun and began to play the hoedown song. What should we sing a hoedown about? And then Colin's estranged uncle yelled out from the audience, crack. Okay, the crack hoedown. And Drew sang a verse about crack. And Ryan sang a verse about how much he loves crack. And Colin said, "I love to smoke crack." And Ryan said, "Oh, shut the fuck up, Colin." And everyone sang along and said, "Shut the fuck up, Colin." "You suck, Ryan." And so Laura shot him through the heart. And Colin barely escaped with his life. Then Willy Wario said, "Okay, now since you are the only one left, you are why can't I do Wario tonight? You are automatically the winner of my chocolate factory. And so you can be my apprentice." What's that? Then it was the shatter of glass, and as a bullet came through the window and shot Willy Wario, killing him instantly. This bullet had to be fired by an X-Men marksman, and Laura Hall was still in the other room, so we didn't know who it was when it came through the window. He was holding a huge gun. Was a torn up, bloody version of Mr. Burke, the kid we don't know. And he said, "I survived the Minotaur attack. He's my bitch now." And but Colin looked back to his uncle for help, but his uncle had disappeared. The kid said, "You don't know who I am, do you?" Colin said, "I have a rousing suspicion you're Mr. Burgoyne." "You think I'm Mr. Burgoyne, but my true identity is the guy who looks like Mr. Burgoyne but really isn't Mr. Burgoyne."
No way.
So then he said, "I rightfully deserve Willy Wario's chocolate factory. That's why I killed him, to take my rightful place as owner of the chocolate factory." And Willy Wario came back up because that was his stunt double they shot earlier. And he said, "Well, since you're both alive, you won't have to fight to the death for my chocolate factory."
Wario's so smart.
Wario's so smart. "Okay, this is the way we do it. You both try to kill each other, and whoever dies first wins my chocolate factory. If the person who has died for some reason cannot fulfill their duties as owner of the chocolate factory, it will go to the next person." And so So they began the battle by choosing their weapons.